Hi, it's me again. Um, yes, I was saying before that to plan on doing one video per day, I just no, sorry. The reason being that I'm busy doing another things like writing and stuff like that. So, and I also get distracted way too easily. So yeah, sorry about the not daily videos, but I think the best thing the best thing I can do is just yes one day, no the other, yes one day. So just kind of jumping between days. One day a video, another day no, and so on and so forth. Let's talk about languages. Yep. So I speak only three languages, sadly enough. Spanish, English, and German. Um, Spanish, I'm originally from Mexico, so it was my mother language. English was the second language. You were kind of forced in school to have English as well, which was really good. And it's actually the second language I speak the most. I can speak the most. And then we go to the best of all. And last but not least, German. A really awkward language, I must admit myself, but useful, especially if you live in Germany. So I guess I'm going to divide this video in three, like three parts, not three videos. Starting off with my first language, Español, or Spanish as well. First and foremost, I would like to talk about Spanish, as I said before. It's the language where I read the most and I communicate with my family and many other friends I have here because, hey, Latin Americans, right? So the language was originally from Spain, what a surprise, and they brought it to America, the continent, America, and it just, after the colonization and all of that happened, just grew and is now one of the most spoken languages in the whole world because, who doesn't like Spanish, right? Algunos gringos. As far as I know, Spanish is a really people think it's a really easy language to learn, but once you start it just blows your mind because hey, we have like 16 or 17 verbal times or something like that. I would have to confirm that, but yeah, it's a lot of conjugations, a lot of times of the same verb, and we can use almost the same verb to complete a whole phrase. And yeah, for example, me voy a ir yendo. Yeah, that's the literally the same word in different forms, creating one whole sentence. So in the last phrase we have me, which is the personal pronouns of I am going to do something. Me voy means I'm going. Ir is to go. Yendo is to go. So in English would be something like I'm going to go. Or yeah, just some I'm weird. Going to get going or something like that. Let's just forget about grammar a little bit because as a writer you know some grammar, but I still make a lot of mistakes, and I swear like something that's pretty common actually, not only one language but at least the other two I speak, is that people that learn the language sometimes they speak better than the natives, like grammarly wise. So what I like about Spanish is the sound and that you're able to just start speaking and combining and just extending your phrase as far as you can go, and you can also mix. It's you have certain freedom, I think. Um which also comes with time as you learn. The more you learn, the better you speak. But in Spanish, I find it way easier to just be connecting sentences because, well, we are going to change after to the weird language. So, Spanish is a really nice language. It has a lot of words. You can change a lot of things, and you can connect the phrases really easily. And I just think it sounds nice. It's different the wherever you go might be different. In Argentina, they speak another kind of Spanish. In Peru as well, in Chile and Ecuador, and so on. In Mexico, and well, in Spain, in España, of course. So, variations like this are always something. As well with English, which we are going to change to right about now. We're going to jump right about now. English. My second language. I was quote unquote forced to learn it and ever since I was a kid. So for me it's really easy to express myself and to kind of translate my personality in a way. Of course with some variations because hey, some words in Spanish do not exist in English, but you can find really similar things. For example, the Spanish of güey, you can translate it with dude. I do think in a way English is kind of easier to learn. Maybe the pronunciation, and when you see the words that say something and just change completely, the pronunciation just changes. It's like, okay, it doesn't make much sense, but hey. Let's don't forget that English has as well influence of a bit of influences of French, and some words I would maybe make a list somewhere of English words that you can put in French. And yeah, I mean the pronunciation is just weird and doesn't make much sense sometimes. Instead of just having one sound like a, they have like the a. They have some. Well, there are many other variations depending on the word and the vocal and the combination of words. So I wouldn't say it's the easiest language to learn, but it does has a lot of influence from different languages because, well, that's how it has been evolving. And is currently the second language of most people. So yeah, if you want to go to somewhere, I do recommend. If you've been questioning yourself like, should I do it, shouldn't I, or whatever, I do recommend it. It's really useful. Not if you arrive to a small town in the middle of nowhere in Germany or in Japan. Yeah, that's we I'll talk about that later. So yeah, English is a good language. You can learn it relatively easy and it helps a lot. So especially if you like traveling, English should be the second language. And now, one of the weirdest languages in the world that I know of, at least, is, well, well, die deutsche Sprache. Oder der deutsche Sprache. Oder das deutsche Sprache. Yeah. Which the German language is really confusing. Yeah. Yes, I understand. Yes, I can speak. But writing, just forget about that. Forget about that at least. Because, well, reading it, you can read it. It will be really funny at first because you will sometimes see like a double H or a triple T or triple F or just kind of a combination because they tend to put words together. And well, there's actually a trick about that is whenever you see a composed word, if that's correct, you would say the two words separately, but they are together. These hybrid words or composed words that you can, that it's really cool because you don't know how one thing is called, but you know the action. You can say the word. For example, Feuerzeug. Feuer means fire. Zeug means thing. So you say the fire thingy, then you know it's the lighter. So that's really funny about German. The only problem I have with it is a thing called declination or declination, which is basically the ending of the word depending on the gender of the same. And like the first word, instead of saying there something, you can, well, it will change depending if it's one of the four variations that are nominative, accusative, dative, and genitive. Yeah. And well, plural is the simplest way, actually. It's just the same ending. No, this is absolutely not a channel to learn German. If you want to learn German, just go to other channels because here I can't. It's just something that I still struggle with, especially with the gender of the words and stuff like that. But yeah, but I still like it. In a way, I find the appealing of German. And no, it's not an aggressive language. Well, at first it does feels like that, but it's not. Unless you go to Switzerland, which yeah, there, there you have pronunciation because going back again to the variation of the same language in different regions, German as well has its own thing. In Berlin, for example, they will speak in a way that will be different from Bayern, that is different from Baden-Württemberg. Those are names, yes. The last one, especially, is a composed name of two kingdoms, but well, that's just history things. And yeah, well, it's basically the whole dialect thing. In my region, at least, we have, for example, the Badish. You won't understand shit. Like completely honest, if you hear someone in Germany that sounds like German, but you're not understanding much, and you're at least in my region north, a bit north, is most likely to be Badish. Badish is like the most common sounds in Badish is the sh. So if there is like, for example, an S and a T is sh, sh, the sound of the S will change. Then if you go a bit more in the south, in my same region, you have the Schwäbisch, which I don't understand. Not even a word in Schwäbisch I will get. Then you can go a bit up to this region next to mine, which would be Bayern or Bavaria. They also have their variations, and it's just like that. So if you know German and you go to another region, it's important to say Hochdeutsch bitte, which is like High German, please. And you're most likely to understand that way. All in all, I do think German is a nice language, and in general, to speak more than one language opens many doors for you. And something I like the most about languages is they help to understand not only the people or what they say, but the culture as well. So learning is something else. It's something more that goes deeper. And it's an culture. You understand the culture, the way of thinking of the people, which I do advise if you're learning a new language, try to think in the language, not to translate, because, well, a lot of things get lost in translation. So yeah, learning another language is something I really like. I would really like to get more languages to be in my brain, because hey, what's one personality more, right? That's also another fact of the language, is that it depends on the one you speak is how your personality goes. So me speaking in Spanish is different from me speaking in English, and as well in German. It's just three different ways of thinking, and yeah, just enjoy it. I guess enjoy, have fun, learn, and never stop learning. And yeah, see you in the next one. Bye. Before I go, I just wanted to let you know that thanks for being here. Like, subscribe, yeah, what every YouTuber has to say. And well, everyone who's starting a channel has to say. Like, subscribe, comment, and yeah, just have a nice day. Bye.